Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is, where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah, peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up, that's Hugo's regardless. Decalcify my pineal, breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe, so down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Hey. Yeah.
We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap that can lead you astray. Steering this ship through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt of disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track, we the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.
Peace, everyone. I might be doing this one solo dolo, just because. So Golden Eagle started a job and he may be sleeping, and then the other teammates, let's give our love and positive energy out to Love Chops, or not Love Chops, but Love Chop Buttons. Kendall is she's got a belly problem. I don't know. And then like her family's sick at the home. And then SGF Graham signal's crappy, so he can't really tune in. And then like I said, Golden Eagle's probably sleeping, and then Moon Tortoise is standing. So that's okay. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna do this one, even if I do it solo. So anyways, peace. Tonight's conversation may challenge the way many people understand themselves, because sometimes what we call love may actually be attachment, fear, survival mode, protection, or unresolved emotional wounds trying to feel safe. Tonight, we're talking about love versus trauma splits. How do relationships slowly shift from connection into emotional survival? How do people who genuinely care about each other begin feeling emotionally disconnected, unseen, overwhelmed, or unsafe? This conversation is not about blaming men or blaming women, not attacking relationships, not about awareness. It's about awareness because sometimes we are not reacting to the person standing in front of us. We are reaching to everything that hurt us before them. Think about that. Think about that. I never even knew what trauma split was at all. I didn't even know that that was a word until I sat and thought about it. It just popped into my head. I'm sitting there one day and I was like, man, I feel like I'm in a loop. I feel like this is just keep repeating itself over and over and over. And I feel like this person feels like we're on a battlefield against each other. In this conversation, all we're doing is having a conversation. And for somehow I feel like it's become jousting. And I said, man, I feel like I'm in a trauma split. And I was like, is trauma split even a thing? And I went and searched it. And it is. It's a whole meaning. So let me read the deeper meaning. Usually this is somebody else's part, but let me do it. So love and trauma can sometimes look similar on the surface, although internally they operate very differently. Love creates emotional safety. Trauma survival creates emotional protection. Love allows vulnerability. Trauma fears vulnerability. Love builds trust. Trauma expects pain. A trauma split happens when unresolved emotional wounds, fear, survival response, or past pain begin creating emotional distance, conflict, or disconnection between people. That's when communication becomes defensive. Small situations become emotional triggers. People stop responding from understanding and begin reacting from protection. And sometimes the painful part is both people genuinely care about each other, yet they are overwhelmed in stimulus, triggering each other's wounds. Tonight's conversation is really asking, how do we recognize when survival mode has entered our relationship? Let's have a good conversation. Well, it'd be me talking to me and talking to you on TikTok, but I can't read your responses because I can't see it. Talking to you on Instagram, but I can't see your responses neither. And talking to you on Facebook. I can see your responses though. I can. But anyways, Stephanie, Jared's not here. I can't wake him up if he's sleeping. But anyways, so what does love mean to you personally? Kim, what does love mean to you? Well, Universe Badger, love means, oh, the husband's watching. Think you're the husband. Love means to me, you know, I never knew what love really truly was. And I think that's because I never really loved myself. Not properly, anyways. So love means to me something totally different than I ever had my whole entire life. Love now is very intentional. Love means that no matter what, you still see that person as a person. You don't oversee yourself over them. And you don't see your pride and your pain through them. Love is an action. It's not just a word, it's an action. It's a consistent action. It's not okay. I'm going to be nice one day and the next day I'm going to act like you're beneath me. Love is different. Love is reciprocated. Love is reciprocity. Love is attention, affection. Love is intentional. Love is appreciation. And not just saying it, but showing it. And not in everyday ways, not buying big houses and fancy cars and diamond rings and stuff. The small things. Like the people in my life that love me, I know they love me. And they don't have to tell me they love me because they consistently show it by the little things. Like the husband. He just add and highlight his highlights. Didn't have to, but that's my family. And that's love. You know, I know I'm protected. I know I'm safe. I know that my guard can be let down and I don't have to worry about being hurt around him because he loves me. And I don't think you're going to get love from people that don't know how to love themselves. It starts from within. You don't know what it's like until you start experiencing it. But you got to learn how to love you first, you know? Love has to be inward in order for somebody outwardly to receive it and also return it. So yeah, love is an action. Kendall Cobb, I love you too. See, and that's another action. She don't just say that she loves me, but she actively shows that she loves me. And the little things. It's the little things. I love the little things. So can someone generally love you and still hurt you? Yes. Yes, they can. They can really love you and generally hurt you too. And not intentionally. It's unintentional. I don't think they know that they're hurting you. But yet they're hurting themselves at the same process, you know? When people come from trauma, and when people come from trauma, and when people are used to being misused, they put this wall up and they start attacking. They start attacking unintentionally. They don't realize they're doing it, but they're like, man, I'm sick of getting used. I'm sick of getting hurt. I'm sick of getting misused. And then they start doing things disrespectfully, but not Gucci. He might have to get out the window. He's a window watcher. No one's allowed to make no sudden moves around the window watcher. Gucci. Stop. He's a window watcher. But yeah, people can hurt each other unintentionally without even knowing it. But they're hurting. That doesn't make it any less, but they are hurting. Usually someone, when they're hurting you, it's because they're hurting themselves and they don't realize it. I was hurting me for the longest time. And I can imagine what I was doing to others. Man. Even my son. Take myself out of a relationship, put myself as a parent. I know I made some poor choices and I was hurting him along my journey of growing and learning. Not intentionally. I didn't say, fuck those kids. I'm just going to do what I want to do. I just did shit not thinking of them. Not worrying about it affecting him too. But it did. My poor choices in different relationships and situations and allowing men to treat me however they treated me, because my father said sometimes women have to accept certain things, that I showed him that I really didn't respect me. So why would I expect him to? Because I gave birth to him, that he should respect me. I let Joe Schmo, Jim call me outside my name. Why would I be mad because my son did it? That I just catch those things now that I'm older. I can't undo them. So I forgive myself for them, and I'm not going to beat myself up over it. But at the end of the day, I learned standards. I learned balance. I learned healthy boundaries. Is emotional safety necessary for a healthy love? Yes. 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 If I can't pee around you, I can't, I'm not safe. I don't feel safe. I can't have a bowel movement with you in the same area, not the same room, but the same area. I can't feel safe. Emotional safety means a lot. I just had a conversation with someone, and being able to feel in my feminine energy as a female, because female, just like male, they want to feel emotionally safe. A man wants to be vulnerable, whether he'll admit it or not. A lot of men don't want to, are very uncomfortable being vulnerable, but yet they love it when they can be, and it's not used against them. We weaponize things as humans, not intentionally, but we do. If a man tells you something and later on you throw it in his face and use it against him, and you don't appreciate his growth and see his change, and you only brought up his mishaps no matter how long ago it was, that's not fair. Same thing with a woman. It's not fair. Emotional safety is high priority. It's high. But you have to have emotional regulation first. You have to have emotional maturity first. If you cannot handle your emotions and you're not mature with your emotions, you can't be safe in your emotions neither. They go hand in hand. And a lot of people don't know what that looks like. A lot of people really have no clue what that really even looks like. I learned this year that emotional safety in chaos let off the same endorphins. You don't feel safe in chaos, but it's stimulant. The stimulant it lets off is because it's high intensity. A lot of people think high intensity means love. She's crazy, so she must love me because, she's throwing my stuff outside and calling me outside my name and pouring bleach on my clothes and slashing my tires. She must really love me. Nah, bro. She's off a little bit. She's a little bit off. She's missing something. That's not love. But yet we don't know that, especially when we come from survival, especially when we come from the streets, especially when we come from where there was a lot of energy, when it was intensified all the time. We don't know what healthy love looks like until we start giving it to ourselves first. So it says, have you ever felt emotionally disconnected while still loving someone? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And that's only because I'm not seen. That's only because I wasn't seen. They knew I was in the room, but I wasn't seen. What Stephanie say? Everything you're saying, oh my God, maybe not the bleach, but everything before that. Listen, and it's not your fault, but it is your fault. Sweetheart, I was so bad at one time. When a guy wanted to leave, I'd grab a hold of his leg and beg him to stay. Girl, why? Why was I grabbing his leg and begging him to stay? If he couldn't handle a conversation with me without him getting into his feelings, then obviously he wasn't meant to talk to me. But because I had issues, I had abandonment issues, I had, an unstable relationship growing up, that I thought that was normal. I really thought that was normal. I thought that meant, a guy like that. And any guy that goes back to that, that means he doesn't know what healthy looks like neither. Seriously. I told my sister, I wish she was on here. Man, maybe I can get her to come on. I told my sister, I was like, girl, stop. Stop letting those men get you outside yourself. That is not attractive. let them leave. If they don't want you, good, because you're better than that. But when you don't know your worth, you don't know your value, you don't see yourself completely, how do you know when you're being mistreated? You know? The moon tortoise. Moon tortoise, we were just talking about unstable beings. How and where we thought intensity meant love.
Intensity meant love. Unstable
Yeah.
being.
Yeah.
Well, let's get more reference point. Throw something else out at me here. Let's
I would say when a person was trying to leave me, back in the day when I didn't really love myself or know myself, I'd grab them by their leg and I'd be like, please don't go, please don't go. And then I started realizing, let them leave. If they don't want to sit and have a communication conversation with you, that means that they don't deserve you. Let them go. My sister used to be a hot mess. She would call people outside their name, bring up things that she knew about them, and she would just belittle herself constantly to match their energy, not on purpose. But she allowed their energy to get her outside of herself and become someone she's not.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I think there's a way you can be selfish and selfless and helpful to everybody. We tend to really mirror other people. We tend to mirror what society wants us to do, what the status quo is, what that all is. And I think we lose ourselves in just the average flow of life without other human significant other interactions. And I think when you couple that with someone else, it becomes extreme. That's why you see so many relationships that don't work. I've been in them. I'm in a very wonderful relationship now, and one of the high points of the relationship that I am in is being myself has never been easier. As a matter of fact, it's encouraged, and I reciprocate that because that's all that I ever wanted. And after all the turmoil and hardships and strange things I went through in relationships, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of that. That kind of stability is absolutely just horrifying. What is this? Listen to Eric Thomas Miller. Like, open my eyes a lot. I didn't see the last one. Yeah, it's wonderful being in a relationship that's stable, but after such abuse, after such trauma from family, friends, significant other and stuff, that stability can feel really extreme, and that's something I had to get used to a lot.
So the question was, have you ever felt emotionally disconnected while still loving someone?
Absolutely. 90% of my time, 90% of my life. And not just with significant others. I do say with a lot of relationships, just friends, close relatives, anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's what I was saying. I was saying, you know, my choices on different mates that I had in my life. And I'm going to use it as a male female because I am a female and I chose male. So I'm going to say that like that. But when I allowed different men to come in and out my life that didn't respect me, how could I get mad when my son didn't respect me? Just because I gave birth to him didn't show him that he should respect me because I wasn't respecting me.
Patterns of disrespect turn into older patterns. You know, small things, if not addressed, can pinball. I've told people that the worst thing you can do to a child is present hollow threats.
Yeah, and I didn't do hollow threats, I promise you. As soon as I said something, he knew it was action, but that's not the case. I'm just saying in general. I wasn't saying that told you. But I can't expect him to respect me if I wasn't respecting me. And I didn't make other people.
Because we're mirrors.
Yeah. And then the next question is, do unresolved wounds affect relationships more than people realize?
Yes. Yes. I think unresolved wounds, trauma are probably at the forefront of every toxic relationship, but not at the forefront. I mean, leading cause of a lot of things, but often not addressed.
I think everybody, including the person that tried taking my life, are beautiful people. And that's just how I see the world. Do I think they deserve my attention and presence? No, because they didn't value my life. And now that I value my life, I remove those that don't. Doesn't make me love them any less. Just means I love me more to not to put myself in that presence anymore.
That's what I was talking about with the selfless, selfish thing. I don't think people are, I don't want to say selfish enough. I don't think people have their own well-being and interests in mind a lot of the time, to the point where it's detrimental, where they get really lost.
I respect every person that's ever been in my life, whether it's in a relationship, from work, or anything, because I got to see what I was missing within myself that I needed to fix. And that also I got to see what I held highly within me, because we do mirror everyone. And some people show us a beautiful version of ourselves, and others may show us something in us that it triggers us that we got to fix. Agree?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Like I said, we're mirrors. So if we see something we don't like, are we going to tell the other person? Or is that something that tells us about ourselves? There's so many factors.
A lot of people can't see themselves or have someone show them themselves because they get offended, because they haven't even seen themselves in that light yet. So if you try telling me, girl, okay, Moon Tortoise, I'm going to use this for example real quick. You told me sometimes I can come across very cold at the beginning of us knowing each other. And I took that as in, wow, I don't mean to be heartless. And I do get where you're saying that I can. And I worked on that. And that's only because I'm ready to grow and see myself. Now, when someone's not ready to grow and see themselves and they come from pride and ego, they get offended by that. They feel like you're attacking them. And that's where the trauma split is. Because they're coming from their unresolved wounds, and they're viewing you through that lens. Yeah. All right. Keep saying it. It's okay. You got me in the background. I know. I love that. So
I'm here. I'm listening. I'm a mess.
is survival mode running modern relationships? Probably so. Most.
Were you asking me, or were you addressing the question?
It's a question. What is your answer to it?
Is survival mode ruining modern relationships?
Not. Is it ruining? Oh yeah, it is ruining modern relationships. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you're talking about someone thinks that 90% of the actions and what people do is complete insanity. It is complete insanity. I talk to people, and most people don't see each other. They work so much. They don't see their kids. It's the same thing over and over and over again. I cannot get anybody. I feel like I'm getting punked because I'm going to be up work until 3 a.m. It doesn't matter. I feel like I'm getting punked because every time I talk to somebody, they're like, can you come over? Can you come over? Can you all come over for dinner? Can you all come over? Is it like that for everybody else? Do you feel like you're getting punked because you try to invite people over to your house and you just can't get it to happen? I think it's an ongoing thing because people don't spend time together anymore. People don't fucking spend time together anymore. People are reduced to fucking Facebook reels they send each other. Every conversation I have with someone says, I'm exhausted, I'm not doing anything, I'm not exhausted, I'm not doing anything. I'm saving up for this, I'm saving up for that. And I get it. I get there was a time where you could work hard and things paid off for you. That's insanity. With freedom. And people I see with a lot of money who are buying their freedom are fucking abusing the shit out of people with your tax dollars. So what incentive is a relationship? Is it a paper trail that makes it easier to navigate through the slave labor in life? Because I don't think relationships exist anymore. Because if I wasn't interested as a drug addict being shit out into a society that values money as much as a drug, that's something I have to survive that I'm not interested in, that hinges on a relationship. No one wants a freeloader, right? I'm not a freeloader. I work my ass off. It's not profitable. I do not understand. There's no way you can have a modern relationship without money, and I understand that. But now the bar is set so high, it seems, for everybody that you're lucky if you spend the time together. I can't sit down and watch a fucking Netflix special with Harry because he's dead ass tired all the time, and I get it. I'm tired too. I'm fighting my ass off for independence. Mental health wasn't working for Facebook.
You know, I remember survival mode ever since I was probably 3. My sister was climbing underneath the table having a gay old time, and I started joining her underneath that table, and I got pulled up by my hair because I wasn't sitting. My older sister, who was only 1 year and not even 2 weeks older than me, was not even sitting too. So I was joining her, but because it was me, so I've been in survival mode my whole entire life that I don't know how to act outside of it. The healthiest relationships I have with people, one of the people I've never met a day in my life face to face. And I've known them for over 8 years. And it's the healthiest relationship I've ever experienced. And I never physically met them.
Yeah.
Another healthy relationship is with you. I love so many individuals, and so many other people are so good to me. But it's people outside of me that aren't connected to me sexually. Because every time someone connected to me sexually, it was very unhealthy. And the reason why is because I wasn't healthy with that. That was my addiction. And I learned that. When you have addiction, you're never going to have a healthy relationship with it until you fix how you see it. And that's what I had to learn.
Yeah.
It's really crazy how everything and everybody in my life has shown me something beautiful, and I appreciate everyone for it. I love my relationship right now. I love that person to pieces because they're a beautiful person. On different pages and a different alignment doesn't make them any less of a beautiful person at all. Because I choose to see it that way. Not everybody does. When you're no longer in a relationship with a person, they want to ruin your character because they can't receive who they were in it. Do you blame your ex for every single situation, or do you take blame too for yourself?
I take accountability. I quit saying blame. I take accountability for things. And no, I don't, because really there's no disclaimer that says you're traumatized, and the person you're getting into a relationship with is traumatized, and it's going to be a powder keg of possible violence. Yay! Yeah. No one signs up for that. No one signs up for that. So, yeah. No, I don't blame them entirely. I do take accountability, but I'm also, always have been, and now more so, against toxic ex culture.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Me too. I've always been against that too.
Name something worse than your ex. I don't know. How about napalm?
How about Donald Trump?
No, I wouldn't go as far as to say that. Yeah, no, I love the guy. And all those people who absolutely fucking hate me, I love them too. I love you. This has been a fun one. I told you I didn't want to come on tonight. You caught me off guard.
Can you trust survival? Repeated consistency. Can you trust survive? Repeated inconsistency. No. No.
What kind of question is that?
Hell no. And that's what it is. Inconsistency makes you realize that you can't trust that individual because they can't even be consistent. What I value is consistency. If you're going to show up and always be an asshole, that means you're authentically an asshole. But if some days you're going to show up and be sweet and all loving, that means you're not authentic to yourself because you're supposed to be an asshole.
I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I don't care. I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to buy these pre-cut sanding sheets. You don't have to buy these pre-cut sanding sheets. You can cut your own sheets. You can just take the sanding sheet, you can trace it on the back of your sandpaper with an X-Acto blade you don't like, and you can cut them out. I might be an asshole, but there you go. There's a pro tip.
I used to, because my grinder was one of those small hand grinders, and I had like the oblong one that looked like a teardrop.
Yeah, I got I couldn't replace the pad, so if anyone knows where I can get not a sanding pads, a sanding base pad for my Mikata sander, for my square one, let me know. I can't find one. Makita. I always pick that up. It's my favorite. And it's kind of jacked up, and the screws are coming through and marring the surface of the woods that I'm working in. I'm making charcuterie boards. I was happy. I was in my zone making charcuterie boards.
So no, trust cannot survive in repeated inconsistency. No. I love consistency. I love consistency so much that I want you to be a consistent asshole if you're going to be one.
Sure.
Seriously. Just be authentic with yourself and say, hey, I'm a douche. Okay. At least I have a choice whether to have you in my life or not. I don't like that sometime-ish. Do people confuse emotional dependency with love? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Moon Taurus. Yes.
Emotional dependency with love. Yeah. Well, I have.
I have too. I was emotional dependent my whole entire life. That's how I became an addict. Because I viewed that intimacy through sex as love. Just because they had sex with me, I thought they loved me, and that meant they loved me. Crazy work, huh?
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Beer broke my heart.
See, beer didn't break your heart. I think I picked the wrong addiction.
No. I mean, it didn't break my heart, but most of my other organ systems really took a hit.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Can two emotional wounded people heal together? I don't know. They got to have that want to see their flaws. Not even flaws. I can't say flaws. They got to have that want to see their wounds. If you don't see your wounds and you don't know they're there, how can you heal them? Right?
Yeah, that's a good take.
What do you think? Can two emotional wounded people heal together?
Yes, with accountability and open communication and honesty.
They have to see their wounds.
Yeah.
You can't come from pride. You can't come from pride and ego. And if you do come from pride and ego, if it's not reciprocated, then you can come from pride and ego. But if it's just because you're coming straight from your pride, because you're thinking that your integrity is getting attacked by someone else's opinion, then you're not going to have a healthy conversation. Communication resolves a lot of things. Proper communication. Moon Tortoise, I don't want you to be like me. I love you most because you're authentic to you, regardless. And you don't want me to be like you. And that's healthy.
What do you mean? You can be
People
like me,
want-
I'm cool as fuck.
You are cool as fuck, but I'm saying at the end of the day, you still love me because I'm me.
Yes. It'd be boring if you know what? It wouldn't be boring if you were me, because I would immediately get you on a bass guitar or drum set.
I am asking around and trying to figure out anybody who's listening right now if you know how to hook up a loop system.
I'm looping like a motherfucker right now. There's just a lot of functions on it. I got the Boss 505 Mark II. It's fucking badass. I'm cussing a lot on this one. Sorry, y'all. I just don't give a damn anymore. It's an awesome thing.
Yeah, so I asked my friend. I have a friend called ChatGTP. Moon Tortoise don't utilize it. I do. So I asked ChatGTP, what are the functions on a loop system? And it was telling me all about it so I can learn, so that when I become in close proximity with Moon Tortoise, I can help. Because that's what friends do. We are helpful when we can be.
Look, your friend is causing a fucking ton of problems right now. And I understand there's room on the playground for everybody, especially the new and exciting kid in school.
Yeah.
Who's been standing outside for a long time. But yeah, I don't know. That's a whole ass other podcast. You should have ChatGPT, have your friend write a podcast and then we'll read it off and see what happens. It'll be absolute insanity.
I will one day. I will. So, can I'm going to answer this for me. Can two emotionally wounded people heal together? And you said yes, if proper communication and accountability. And I said yes, if they're wanting to. No one can do anything unless they really want to. You can't force someone to do anything. Not heal, not grow, not listen, not nothing. Unless they truly want to. And they can't want to for you. They gotta want to for them. They teach you that in AA.
Never heard of it.
Never heard. Hi, I'm busy on my podcast. Yes. Okay, the guy knocking on the door, I don't know who it is, but he said, hey.
Hi, guy. How's your mental?
How's your mental, guy? Do you have emotional problems, wounds? Can you two people in a room? I should have asked him the question. So we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna read the reflective, and then we'll leave a positive message, and we'll end this one. And I appreciate you, Moon Tortoise, coming on.
You know.
So the reflective segment. A lot of people are not intentionally trying to hurt each other. Many are simply carrying pain they never fully healed from. Pain changes how people communicate, how they trust, how they receive love, how they protect themselves emotionally. That does not excuse harmful behavior. Although understanding emotional survival patterns may help people become more aware of why they are bringing what they are bringing into a relationship. Healing is not only learning how to love someone else. Sometimes healing is learning how to stop fear, survival mode, and unresolved pain from controlling the way we love. Aw, so true. Maybe the deeper question becomes how many people are searching for love while still emotionally operating from survival, and how many relationships are struggling, not because love disappeared, although because emotional safety slowly disappeared first. Something worth thinking about. Yeah, that hit me. So, positive, leave me your positive affirmation or fa la la word, Moon Tortoise, so I can get you off of here so you can finish.
Positive.
Positive message.
Okay, let's do something positive. We need more people to stand up and start loving themselves. And not only that, stand up against the entire world who doesn't want you to love themselves. So yourself. So start loving yourself. Start trying to be an individual.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a beautiful world.
It's a beautiful world. So my positive message is don't expect something you don't know what it looks like. A lot of people are out here expecting something they don't even know what it looks like, because it could be in front of their face and they're not knowing how to receive it because they're not familiar to what it is. So learn it. Learn the definition of whatever you're searching for and become that so you can mirror it onto the next person. Stop looking outward for happiness and find it within. We are the ears that will listen and where your opinion matters. Don't just be different, become the difference. Until next time, thank you everyone for taking time out of your day to come heal with us. May your night be full of positive energy and high vibrations, filled with peace and love. And Kendall said, Corinthians 13:4. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Go check it out. May everyone's night be full of positive energy and high vibrations. Always be yourself, Kendall said. Ashe. Peace and love. Thank you, everyone. Until next time.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people. Rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom of the truth is. With our hearts uncovered. Boy, detox from all of the lies you smothered. What I'm trying to kill you. But with faith you recover. Yup. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to.